All right, Smoke Wagon 45 back with the 1903 A3 Springfield 30-06 USGI bolt action. 5 rounds, bolt action. It's extremely smooth. It's in excellent condition, inside and out. This I picked up at the Arizona Fairgrounds, probably, I would say probably a good 15, 16 years ago. About the same time my dad got the Mauser. In fact, when I got this, that's kind of what inspired him to get the Mauser. So, yeah, it's probably about 15 years ago. Arizona State Fairgrounds. So Saturday, I went out and I was looking around just for this very rifle, and because I had an M1 Grand and I wanted the 1903 Springfield, and I wanted it in this configuration, World War II configuration. So I looked at every one they had, and they were all beat up, ugly. They looked like they had been through war, and obviously they had. So I went home. I didn't buy nothing. I went home really depressed and upset that I couldn't find anything. So the next day, the last day of their show, Sunday, I went back and I walked the show again looking for this gun. And the way the Arizona Fairgrounds works is there's different buildings. There's a half a dozen different buildings. So you walk in one, check it out, go to the next, walk in that one, go to the next. Anyhow, I walk into this building, small little building too, and right in the center of the floor, the main floor, was this U-shaped table, and it had all German stuff on it. Everything on there was German collector and stuff. And like I said, he had several tables in a U shaped, and he had a little display rack, and this was sitting right there as you walked in the door. As soon as I turned the corner, I saw this, my eyes locked onto it, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. That looks real nice. And that was probably from 25, 30 feet away. But it was like the light was just shining down on it, and it's like, oh, and just glowing. I'm like, that looks beautiful. And as I started walking towards it, just before I got to it, I was still probably 5 feet away or so, another gentleman walked up and picked it up off the display, and he's starting to look it over. And so I kind of did a little about face and went and started looking at some other items along the other wall and stuff. But definitely keeping my eyes on, is he going to buy it? Is he going to put it back down or what? And he was looking at it real nice and stuff, and then he put it back down. And as soon as he put it back on that rack, I grabbed it. And I started checking it out. And I thought, oh, this rifle is beautiful. The stock, the wood on upper and lower is just awesome. All of the finish is just awesome. Started looking at everything, smooth, buttery smooth. I asked him to look down the barrel. He had a light, so I didn't have one. Barrel looked in great shape. I was like, you could just tell from 30 feet away that this was the one. This was perfect, beautiful. I've seen a lot of them, and I've seen a lot of them in a lot worse condition. This one is in amazing condition. Nice and clean, but it's all correct. And so I asked him, I said, I was here yesterday, I didn't see this. And he said, yeah, yesterday there was a gentleman walking around with this, and he was interested. He had a Mauser sitting where the Springfield was, and he wanted to trade for that. Well, he said, I don't really know too much about American stuff, but he said it looked good and everything, so he made the deal. So I'm like, how much do you want? And he told me, I think he was right at 600, and I just immediately pulled that out, counted it out, and gave it to him and walked off, basically. There was no question. I was going to walk out with this piece. This was by far one of the best rifles I've seen at one of the shows. So there's my Springfield 1903 A3 World War II configuration, bolt action. Love it, love it, love it. Kicks like a mule, but I love it. Same with the 8mm. 8mm kicks like a mule. This is 30-06. M1 takes 30-06, exact same ammunition, and you can definitely tell the difference between this and an M1 with semi-automatic spring assist. It's like shooting a Magnum versus Special. If you've ever shot 38 Special and 357 Magnum, that's the best comparison I can get you. This is the Magnum, and the M1 is the Special. Shoots the exact same bullet, but you can definitely feel the difference. This is lighter and no aided recoil. That's heavier, and it's got the semi-automatic version, so it eats up some of the recoil. So, but this, I love this rifle. It is beautiful looking and shoots like a dream. Go out to, I haven't been shooting anything really lately because of my eyes and stuff, but I would take it out to Usury Pass, Rio Salado, and they have a 300-yard steel targets, and this all day long. All my guns are just right on. So, love it, love it, love it. Smoke Wagon 45 out.